between the Red Raiders and the Lions. Lions led 14-6 at the half. 3 third-quarter turnovers have turned the tide in the Red Raiders' favor now, as they now lead 21-14. They've got the ball 1st and 10 at the Lion 36-yard line with 12 minutes left to play in the game.
Plenty of time left in the game. The Red Raiders like to grind this out, work on some clock, and tack another score on.
All right, so from the far hash, 2 receivers right, a man in motion. Adams out of the shotgun. Pitch it coming near side. Grogan turns the corner. Grogan gets some yardage, but he took a big hit that time by Torrey Howland, who just blasted him at the 32-yard line. But that is a gain of 4 for Elijah Grogan.
And Grogan saw the big hit coming, couldn't lower his head quick enough, but he bounces right up. In fact, the line that hit him stayed down a little longer than he did.
But a 4-yard gain on first down ain't bad, and so second down 6. At the 32-yard line, near side the short side, a 3-receiver set with a slot left. Ball on the right hash. Head fake the pass. Adams keeps it, and he's inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, picked up 3 more. So it'll be 3rd and 3 at the 29-yard line on the quarterback keeper that time for a Trent Adams, the cool Red Raiders senior.
And it's been 4-down territory all night for the Red Raiders, so I expect them to go for it on 4th down if they don't convert here.
21-14. Red Raiders with the lead. They've got the ball. They have a 3rd and 3 at the 29-yard line. And the Lions, who've been on the field too much defensively for their liking in the second half, are out there now. 3rd down, man in motion. Snap the ball to Adams again. Going to hand the ball off and picking his way down to the 26-yard line, close to a 1st down. Is a Red Raider. And that's going to be Miller again. And it's going to be very close to a 1st down, or it's going to be 4th down. What's it going to be?
Well, it's pretty close, but that's a nice tackle by Ace.
1st down.
Nice tackle by Ace. He thought they had gotten in time, but it's just a little late, and the Red Raiders moved the chains.
One of the Red Raider offensive linemen, Khalil Montague, lost his helmet that time in the scrum, but I think he has to come out for a play now. So it's 1st down for the Red Raiders at the 26-yard line. Big drive for both teams. Miller in the backfield. Bergfeld in the slot, 2 receivers. Keep it on the ground. Miller is stacked up this time. Boy, these Lions are fighting hard tonight. This has been a bare-knuckle brawl out there tonight. Very physical game. And these Cujo kids are really earning their name again. I mean, what happened? No matter, that's Elijah Johnson. No matter what happens in this game, I think the Lions defense has earned their spurs a little bit tonight going forward. And I'm proud of the way they played. 2nd down at the 26. Ball stays in the middle of the field. It's 2nd down and 10. And snap it again. Trent looks. He throws down the near side. Got Grogan out there, and the ball's caught and then knocked away. Great job that time to knock it away from him by Keelan Irwin. Grogan had it for a moment, and Irwin just didn't give up on the play, Kevin, and knocked it away, and it's incomplete, and Grogan is still down.
Yeah, it's the post corner route. Good route run by Grogan. He is still down in the corner of the end zone. Good route run, but a nice job of recovery by Irwin.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's, of course, the DB history at this school is pretty good, okay? And, you've got some great ones that have come through there, and that was a big-time play. So Grogan is down. They are helping him up. He appears to be okay now. And we're not sure. He's getting a nice round of applause. Let's hope. I'm hoping that all he did was fall on the ball. He's being assisted to the near sideline. And we'll keep our fingers crossed for Elijah Grogan. But it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he's going to make his way to the sideline, and as you mentioned, hopefully it's nothing serious. He's putting a little bit more pressure on one of those legs that he seems to be limping on, but hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, the game's not for the faint of heart. I thought for a minute maybe he fell on the ball in that scramble, but looked to be more than that. 3rd and 10, Red Raiders. They've not tried a field goal this year. Will it come to that? Slot left, 3 receivers. Miller in motion, snap it to Adams in an empty backfield. He looks. Now he scrambles to the right. Flags are down. He's going to run with it to the 15-yard line. That would be a 1st down if it stands. He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line, but a penalty flag coming, I'm guessing, in the area of hold against the offense. Generally, when the umpire throws the flag like he did, Kevin, that is normally a hold against the offense. We'll see.
The Red Raiders were clapping as if it were against the Lions, but we'll get the call. But I'm like you, and we'll get the call here. But
could be holding on the defense.
Yeah, could be. And that's, it looks like it will be against the Lions.
Well, Wes Hall's going to tell us about it. Wow. Illegal hands to the face, and that is against the Tyler High defense. So and that is a huge break, and that'll make it 1st and goal outside the 5-yard line.
Attack on the extra yardage. That's a huge play for the Red Raiders.
Well, now with 9:34 to go in the game, Legacy has a chance to really take control of this game, up 2 scores. They've got the ball, actually mark it right near the 6, 1st and goal. Ball in the right hash, 3 receivers to the right, and they line up in that way with the slot man as well. Going to hand the ball, going right up the gut this time, and that's going to be Miller, and he pushes the pile for 2.
Jamarian Miller with the carry.
And Jamarian down to near the 2, depending on where they mark it, between the 2 and the 3, right at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Red Raiders are doing exactly what they want to do. They're chewing up some clock. This is a 13-play drive right now, so they're doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, they've got it 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. This time right hash, the receivers all split wide to the far side, and Bergfield sets up in a slot that way. Miller in the backfield. Hand it to him again. No, it's keeper by Adams, and he's in. That's a touchdown. Touchdown for the Red Raiders. Nice job by Adams on the keeper from 2 yards out, and Trent Adams gives the Red Raiders a 2-score lead.
And Adams hasn't done much through the air, but he's been pretty good on the ground, and that's another good decision to pull the ball and get into the end zone.
Extra point brought to you by Thompson Tire Service. It's 27-14. Baxter hasn't missed yet, and he is still, no, he missed his first one. He missed the extra point. Red Raider lead is 13. 8:58 to go in the 4th quarter. Legacy 27, Tyler High 14. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team and KTPN The Z.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maxed out on your credit cards? Constantly worried about how you're going to make your monthly payments? If so, we have an urgent message for you. Freedom Debt Relief can help you lower your monthly payments, reduce how much you owe, and help you get out of debt in as little as 24 to 48 months. Do not spend another minute stressing over how to pay your credit card bills. To find out how much you could save, go to freedomdebtrelief.com or call the number on your screen. Our team of experts are standing by to take your call. Freedom Debt Relief has helped over 500,000 customers just like you to take back control of their life.
After a year, my first credit card was paid off. Then the 2nd, then the 3rd. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to work.
The bigger your debt, the more money you could save.
For free information, call now 1-800-916-5850. That's 1-800-916-5850, or go to freedomdebtrelief.com.
Kickoff underway, taken by the Lions and returned out to the 33-yard line. It's 27-14. And the scoring drive summary brought to you by Tim Jones State Farm Insurance as the Red Raiders take a 13-point lead.
6 minutes and 8 seconds on the scoring drive. 13 plays, 80 yards. Adams into the end zone.
8:52 to go. And again, 3 third-quarter turnovers turned the tide in this game, all in the Red Raiders' favor. 2 picks and a fumble recovery. And now the Lions take over at the 33-yard line. They led 14-6 at the half, but they have been shut out in the 3rd and 4th quarters. And we've got 8:58 left to play in the game as Kenyante Pinkard at quarterback. Handoff for a couple out to the 25-yard line. Jack Janis and Garfield Lawrence, among others, teaming up on that tackle after a short run that time by Cameron Medlock. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Obviously, Pinker's going to have to do a little bit better job of taking care of the football. He struggled here in the second half.
2nd down, 8 at the 35-yard line. Red Raiders put a linebacker up on the line of scrimmage here. And a snap. Kenyante looking, throw the ball deep down the near side. It's going to be a jump ball. It's caught at the 29-yard line. Jacalyn Morgan jumped too soon, and a great job that time by Tyreek Jones to high point the ball, and that is a Lion first down.
Well, that's a great adjustment by Jones to get his body around and go up and get a tough pass to catch. Good job.
So life left to the Lions, trying to get back within a 1-score game here. They've got the ball just inside the 30-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Snap the ball to Medlock. Medlock will get it, and he runs into Carson Gallagher. who slowed him down after a 2-yard gain. His buddies come to clean up the mess. Oliveras and Janis clean it up, but the first guy there was Carson Gallagher with 7:51 to go. And a Lion timeout. Am I right about that?
Injured Red Raider.
Injured Red Raider. 2nd down and 8. And there is a shake-it-up Red Raider with just over a half a quarter to go. Remember, they lost Nate Morris last week. And they lost Chris Harris with a knee problem last week. So this would be an injured Red Raider as Amy Langley and the training staff come out to look over the banged-up Red Raider. This appears to be number 78, Javion Else. And Javion being assisted, limping a little bit off the field as they help him. And he's a big kid, so it takes 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Been a very physical game tonight.
Which is what we expected, and hopefully he'll be able to put some more pressure. Appears to be another leg injury as they try to get him off the field.
Again, last week they lost Chris Harris for hopefully not over 2 or 3 weeks with a knee problem, the veteran senior nose tackle. But Nate Morris, the senior backup at that position, broken leg, out for the year. He participated in the coin toss tonight. He's here with his teammates. 2nd and 8, ball at the 28-yard line. Lions with the ball, Pinkard looking. Pinkard's going to throw the ball deep down the near side. He's got a guy out there, but overthrows Potts. Boy, he had Potts out there, but overthrew McCavion Potts, and there's a penalty flag down at the 26-yard line.
Penalty flag came down at about the time of the snap of the football. Not sure what the call will be, but Potts was just a little overthrown on that play, and we'll wait to get the call from the officials.
7:39 left, and let's see what Wes Hall is saying and his Tyler-based officiating crew are saying about this. It's a great game to call if you're one of the area officials. Fun to be a part of this old rivalry in his 65th meeting. Wes says ineligible or illegal substitution. I think Lee had 12 men on the field, I think. Is that right?
I believe that is the call.
I believe that's right.
Yes, sir.
Didn't get trying to make personnel adjustments, didn't get their guy off the field. So that'll make it a 2nd down and 3 at the 23-yard line, and Pinkard's going to keep it. Pinkard falls down at the 21, tried to cut back on this new turf and fell down short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Nice decision to get inside, but as you mentioned, slipped down and probably kept him from getting the 1st down.
It was a 13-point game and about just over 7 minutes left to play in regulation here. And the Lions are in Red Raider territory, and they'll hand the ball off to Medlock. Medlock looks to get to the edge. He's to the 10, to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown. Looks like Cameron Medlock has made this a 1-score ball game. Cameron Medlock and the Lions get right back into it. That is a Tyler High touchdown.
Medlock had a lot of tough runs to open last week's ball game and then kind of disappeared after that because the game got out of reach. But another tough run by Medlock and some pretty good downfield blocking as well.
27-20 with the extra point to come and another injured Red Raider. But Cameron Medlock, and once he got to the 10-yard line and put it in 5th gear, we saw, again, some of the speed that the Lions always have. And this Red Raider, again, being assisted up and appears to be okay. This one coming to the sideline is Caden Starks, the very valuable linebacker safety who plays the so-called money position. The Tyler Auto Finance home with $3.99 extra point on the way coming up. It would make it a 6-point ball game, and we are far from done here tonight as the Lions jump right back into this game with a great drive. And the extra point would cut this to a 6-point game. The kick is on the way, and it's good. How about that? 7:06 left to play. Red Raiders 27, Tyler High 21. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team and KTPN The Z.
Summer has come and gone. When you're making the switch to fall mode, Suddenlink sets you up for success. With fast and reliable internet for as low as $20 a month, with no annual contract. And to connect faster than ever, you can now switch to gig speeds for super smooth streaming and video calls and at a price that's for life. All on our next generation network. Switch to internet from Suddenlink for just $20 a month. Visit suddenlink.com/fast today for this and more exclusive deals online.
I know that the Lord Jesus Christ heard my mama's prayers.
God answers our fervent, heartfelt prayers, God answers those and He delivers us.
I realized that the stuff that I've been through, the 7 years I was on the streets, that God was going to use it for His glory.
And I felt so filled and so loved. I can live. I have something worth living for. Jesus loves me.
Watch the 700 Club weekdays.
Kickoff is high, short, one bounce, picked up 16-yard line by the Red Raiders. Coming this way, they lead by 6, and here's room out to the 40-yard line, and a good return by the Red Raiders after taking the ball on the bounce. Good job that time by Bryson Donnell. Kickoff sponsored by Honest One Auto Care, and there's another penalty flag down on the play.
A couple of penalty flags, probably an illegal block, and had to be pretty obvious. It's a couple of penalty flags down. That last scoring drive for Tyler High went 67 yards, 5 plays, 1 minute and 46 seconds.
27-21, the Red Raiders lead the Lions, and we've got 6:57 to go, so there's plenty of time. This one is far from decided, and so after the illegal block against the Red Raiders on the kickoff return.
That's a big call, so mark them way back to about the 14-yard line.
Yep, and so that'll take it back deep in Red Raider territory to the 14. And so the Red Raiders will take over. Again, they have a 6-point lead. 3 Tyler High turnovers in the third quarter turn the game around. They'll actually mark it near the 13-yard line. But to the credit of Rickland Holmes and his guys, that long drive in the fourth quarter nets a 21-yard Medlock touchdown run, and now it's up to the Red Raiders to try to respond. Ball going left to right on your dial, 3 receivers, draw play, handoff, and a big hole, and here we go. This is Bryson Donnell in midfield, foot race 40 down the far sideline, 30, they won't catch him, to the 10, to the 5, and this is a Red Raider touchdown. A Red Raider touchdown, and how about the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders, who just take one to the house. And that is Bryson Donnell, and that, wow, is an 87-yard touchdown run.
Well, and Ace actually tracked him down, had the angle on him. He just failed to push him out of bounds, and we'll give Donnell credit for being able to stay in bounds. He got contacted, but tightrope the sideline and got it in the end zone.
Boy, it's hard to tell between 6 and 4, but that was Donnell, was it not? That was
I think
6.
that was Donnell,
Yeah, 87 yards. Last week, Miller had a 92. And that might be a little too much for the Lions to overcome, but again, there's still half a quarter left. And do they want to go for 2 or kick the extra point? They're going to call a timeout here and talk it over, I think. The Red Raiders are going to call timeout to talk it over. We'll take a 30-second break before the extra point. 6:42 to go, 33-21. Red Raiders lead the Lions back in 30. 92.1 FM, the team.
Brian's Cheesecake, a little dessert shop in Mineola that's grown to make the best tasting cheesecakes you've ever had. But what's our secret? Well, we're happy to show you that 30 years of experience can't be replicated. All of our treats are homemade right here in Mineola, made from scratch and personally delivered to you. And now we are expanding our store closer to you in Tyler on Beckham. Come see why it only takes one bite to taste the difference. Brian's Cheesecakes. What can we make for you?
It's the best kept secret in Jefferson, Texas. McGarrity's Restaurant and Saloon.
Now the Red Raiders decide to go for 2 here. Ball at the 3-yard line. They have a 12-point lead. This would make it a 14-point game. A direct snap goes over the head of Jamarian Miller, and they eat him up all the way back at the 18-yard line. They missed 2 extra. They missed 2 or 3 different 2-point conversions tonight, and it's a 12-point ball game with 6:42 to go. We're back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, the team.
Come visit Shannon's Beading Basket and Art Gallery, brand new store and location. We have thousands of beads, gemstones, semi-precious stones, freshwater pearls, findings, you name it, Shannon has it. Love designer jewelry? Design your own at a fraction of the cost. Shannon also has original art by local artists in her gallery. Come enjoy a creative experience with your friends and family you'll never forget. Shannon's Beading Basket and Art Gallery in front of the Triple Creek Shopping Center, 1412 Judson Road in Longview.
Attention homeowners. Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your home worth less than you owe? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need to call this number right now. It won't cost you anything to find out if we can help you. We are the Mortgage Defense Line, and we can help you save your home. Don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-984-4104. That's 1-800-984-4104.
You're watching Tyler Football Live, exclusively on KTPN, The Z.
Still be running. 6:38 left to play, and the scoring grab summary is brought to you by board-certified personal injury attorney Todd Parker and the Parker firm.
Yeah, just one play, 87 yards, 15 seconds. That's Donnell's third touchdown of the night, his second on the ground.
Wow, from the 33-yard line with half a quarter, just over half a quarter left, and a 33-21 legacy lead over Tyler High in a hard-hitting game tonight between these two old rivals. Snap it. Pinkard looking. Pinkard steps up. He's in the pocket. He throws the ball downfield. He's got a man open out there, and it's caught for a touchdown. Right back at it. Rolling in for the touchdown. Go the Lions. And we still got a ball game here. That's Zaquan Williams. And that is a 67-yarder.
Well, and Pinkard just threw that one up for grabs. He had two receivers in the same area, both on post routes, and the taller one was able to come down with it. Nice catch.
Wow. All right, so now we've got a one-score game again. The Billings Tire extra point teed up here. This would make it a 5-point ball game if he makes the extra point, and he does. How about that? All right, 6:26 left to go. It ain't over. Legacy 33, Tyler High 28, back in 1 minute. On 92.1 FM, The Team, and KTPN The Z.
If your long-term disability claim was denied, listen closely. You may be able to recover money. Unum is one of the largest disability insurance carriers, and companies you know like Colonial Life, New York Life, and National Life Group are all part of the Unum family. Unum was fined millions for wrongly denying claims. You may be owed compensation. Let us help you through the appeal process.
Call 800-832-1375. That's 800-832-1375. I am a paid non-attorney spokesperson.
This is important news for people who took certain drugs for HIV and then suffered serious injury to their kidneys or bones. If you or a loved one took Truvada, Variad, Atroplus, Stribild, or Complera and were then diagnosed with kidney disease, kidney failure, bone fractures, bone density loss, or softening of the bones, call Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Davis & Crump right now. Operators are standing by.
All that matters. Correction, Montrell Wade with the touchdown catch of 67 yards. Kickoff is high and short and taken on the run by Red Raider. They still looked a little confused on that one, but coming up to grab that ball and step out of bounds was a Butler for the Red Raiders at the 36-yard line. I'm still not 100% sold that these kids know exactly how to play a pop-up kickoff.
They don't. They still haven't. And we see the junior college level as well, and they struggle at times trying to figure out how to fill those pop-up kicks. That last scoring drive, hey, it's back-to-back one-play scoring drive. This one by Tyler High, one play, 67 yards, 12 seconds.
To Montrell Wade, not Zaquan Williams, and it's sponsored by Jim's Jewelry. Now the Red Raiders up only 5 here with half a quarter left at the 36-yard line. Hand the ball off, coming near side, breaking a tackle, fighting his way upfield to the 44-yard line. That's a 5, that's about a 7, maybe an 8-yard gain for number 4, Jamarian Miller, who got stuffed in the first half but has broken out a bit in the second. And Bryson Donnell has had a big night. It'll be 2nd down and 2 at the 44-yard line.
It took a half, but the offenses are kicking it into gear now.
Under 6 minutes left to play. 4th quarter. 65th meeting crosstown between the Red Raiders and the Lions. 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line. Red Raiders would love a nice time-consuming drive here. 3 receivers left, second and short, inside handoff. Miller breaks it. Miller's gone to the 10, to the 5, and that's a touchdown. Nothing but fireworks back and forth, 56 yards. That's Jamarian Miller, and it's a 2-score game again.
And just a 2-play scoring drive. Nice hole right up the middle of the formation, and he just outran everybody on the line side that time once he got in the secondary.
Boy, Miller's got some speed, and again, once he broke through, that was a foot race that only a handful of people in the state of Texas can compete with. Jamarian Miller. Low snap. Baxter will put it up in the air anyway, though, and it's good. And with 5:36 left to play, the Red Raiders gain a 12-point lead again. 5:36 left. Red Raiders 40, the Lions 28. Back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM the team and KTPN the Z.
2-play 64.
Hey, would you go check and make sure Donnell got that 87-yarder? Go check with Brandon and make sure, make sure that was Donnell. I thought he was, but that 87-yarder, make sure I got the right guy.
Say again?
No, I was talking to Kevin.
No.
Coronavirus has forced the government to take extensive actions, making this the most opportunistic time for you to finally restructure or even resolve your tax debt with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, and are experiencing hardships because of the impact of COVID-19, you could qualify for more aggressive resolution plans with the IRS. National Tax Experts has specialists ready to help you determine your eligibility for these programs. Act now before it's too late.
Call 1-800-370-5685 now.
Brian's Cheesecake, a little dessert shop in Mineola that's grown to make the best tasting cheesecakes you've ever had. But what's our secret? Well, we're happy to show you that 30 years of experience can't be replicated. All of our treats are homemade right here in Mineola, made from scratch and personally delivered to you. And now we are expanding our store closer to you in Tyler on Beckham. Come see why it only takes one bite to taste the difference. Brian's Cheesecakes. What can we make for you?
So the Lions will have it at the 23 with 5:32 to go. They are down 12, Kevin. The scoring drive is brought to you by Texway Loans.
2 plays, 64 yards, 39 seconds.
Following the 56-yard touchdown run, Jamarian Miller, his second of the night. From the 23, back to throw again. Kenyonte Pinkard scrambles, throws on the run. He's got a guy wide open at the 40-yard line, and look out again inside the 30. That's a Lion first down, and that would be Potts at the 29-yard line. We had pretty good defense for about 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, there's been no defense.
Offensive explosion, one big play after another, and Potts is, well, if it's a better pass, it's an easy touchdown because once again, Potts is behind everybody.
Wow. Boy, there have been some fireworks here in this fourth quarter. The 29-yard line, snap it, Pinkard. Pinkard looks. He's got time. Throws down the near side. He's got a guy open, but he underthrows, and that's the third Red Raider pick of the night. At the 5-yard line, the Red Raiders come back and get that ball, and that's second of the night for K.J. Humber, his second pick of the night. And with 5 minutes to go, that is a big, big turnover in the Red Raiders' favor.
Well, and Potts is upset because once again, he was wide open, and Pinkard never looked his way, and he's trotting off the field. He's upset. He was behind the defense about 10 yards, and the quarterback never saw him.
So K.J. Humber's second pick of the night, third Red Raider interception, fourth Lion turnover, gives them the ball at the 5-yard line. They lead by 12, and now they've got an opportunity to maybe put this game away. Let's see what they do. Bergfeld goes in motion, sets up on the left side. Keep it on the ground, hand the ball off, and they're all over Bryson Donnell at the 1-yard line. He got nailed that time for a big loss on that play. And Elijah Johnson, number 14, broke through back there. Again, Barry Anderson has been doing this. He's done this under 4 different head coaches here. And he's got to love the tackling tonight. No matter what happens, they have certainly cleaned that part up going forward to play NAC next week. It's second and long at the 2. Snap it to Adams, trying to root that ball out from the shadow of their own goalpost and get it out to the 5-yard line. So they got the 3 yards back. It'll be a 3rd down and 10. And this is dangerous territory. If you're the Red Raiders, you don't want to screw up down here because you give the score right back to them. So now it's a 3rd down and 10. And Donnell comes out of the ball game. And it's Miller back in. It's 3rd down and 10 at the 5-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Lions spread out their defensive line and a man in motion. 2 receivers split to the near side of the field. Hand the ball off. Miller fights his way out to the 7, maybe the 8. That's not nearly enough for the 1st down. And the Lion defense does its job, Kevin, with 3:43 to go. Manny, let's head down to you. I mean, it's still a 2-score lead for the Red Raiders, but here is JT's last, in my opinion, big opportunity.
You're exactly right, Bill. They need to get a fantastic punt return, set themselves up. Don't need to take a lot of time trying to get a score, or the way the game's gone, perhaps a turnover here on special teams. We'll find out what they do, but lots of time left for some more fireworks.
Potts standing at midfield to retrieve the kick. And this is the first real punt by the Red Raiders, and this kick is high, relatively short, bounces and takes a big Red Raider bounce from the 33 all the way out to the 47-yard line. So that's a fairly effective punt by the Red Raiders. So a pretty good job by the Red Raiders. And I got to check the punter. That's the first time somebody other, that's Baxter, who punted the football. That is the first time, I believe that's Baxter. That's the first time anybody, no, that's Jack Janis who kicked that ball. But that's the first time somebody has punted other than Trent Adams, and I believe that's Jack Janis who was the punter that time. And it's a 1st down, and now the Lions have it at the 47-yard line, and Kevin, here's their shot.
Yeah, they've got it do or die right now, and we'll see if they can put something together.
3:01 left to play. 2 backs, quarterback out of the shotgun, Pinkard, 4-man rush. Now they chase him out of the pocket. He throws on the run, completes the short pass, and down at the 36-yard line is Montrell Wade. Pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down at the 36-yard line. 2:49 left to play. Lions have all 3 of their timeouts left. 1st and 10. Looking, Pinkard rolls out right this time, being chased by Lawrence. He's going to throw on the run, and that ball on the comebacker may have been caught near the 20-yard line. Coming back to make that nice catch was McCavian Potts at the 22-yard line. That's another 1st down.
That's a great job by Potts, man. That's a tough catch to make, and he was able to do it.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 2 backs, far hash, 3 receivers, including 1 split wide to the left side. They chase the quarterback, Pinkard, again. He's looking, he's under pressure, and he will be sacked at the 31-yard line. That's the first time they've got a straight-up sack tonight, and the Red Raiders get him. And that would be number 32, Jack Janis. Also in on that play for the Red Raiders appears to be number 23, LaDavian, number 22, John Turman. I'm sorry, maybe Butler back there. I'm not sure. Back to pass again, Pinkard. In trouble. Gets away from Garfield Lawrence on a 2nd and long. Throws downfield in traffic and almost picked off. Almost, or was it picked off? A diving interception by the Red Raiders. And this may be their 4th of the night. I think the Red Raiders may have the pick.
They're going to say incomplete, yeah.
Is it an incomplete pass?
Yeah, initially called an interception. Now they've gotten together and called it incomplete pass.
Jacqueline Morgan diving for it, and they say it was an incomplete pass. It'll be a 3rd down and long coming up with 1:40 to go.
Yeah, Pinkard took a big hit, and he's still down, so injury time out here.
Pre-owned search frustrations. The struggle is real, but it doesn't have to be. Just visit PattersonCars.com. With over 1,200 vehicles available from all makes and models and many certified pre-owned, find your perfect pre-owned vehicle today at PattersonCars.com. Best in price, service, and selection.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms.
Attention cancer victims who use the weed killer Roundup. A federal jury unanimously found that Monsanto's popular weed killer Roundup was a substantial factor in causing cancer. You may be entitled to financial compensation. If you or a loved one used Roundup weed killer and were diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, call the number on your screen now.
Call 800-725-9169 today.
Sanchez back to pass. Sanchez going to run. Sanchez will get it down to the 19-yard line. Picked up about 12 of those 19 yards. It'll still be a third down coming up, or a fourth down coming up at the 20-yard line. Call it a 4th down and 8. Still needed for the Lions with 1:15 to go. Score here in an onside kick. Stranger things have happened. Sanchez looking for the end zone and underthrows the intended receiver on that play. I wonder if that ball wasn't tipped. That thing kind of came out of there looking funny. Quadarian McMiller was the intended receiver, and it doesn't matter either way because it is an incomplete pass and the ball goes over on downs. And the Red Raiders can kneel on it and win this football game, Kevin, and it was a hard-earned win for them tonight.
Gotta like the fact, I'm sure Coach Rickland Holmes does like the fact that his team came out and fought tonight a lot better than they were a week ago. Much improved, vastly improved on both sides of the ball.
And they were challenged tonight. I mean, they needed to be challenged, and boy, did they get a challenge from this Lion football team. The Lions won the first half. The Red Raiders clearly won the second, and they're about to win this game with 1:07 to go. Red Raiders can take a knee. They're going to snap the football to Adams, and he's going to hand the ball off. This will be Miller out to the 26-yard line. We're under a minute left to play. Again, the Lions have their timeouts, but I don't think they're going to use them. Doesn't look like Rickland is going to burn up those timeouts. Again, he's going to leave all 3 of them up on the board. They play at Nacogdoches next Friday night. It'll be a 2nd down and 4. And with 22 and 41 on the clocks, the Red Raiders will need to take one more snap, and they will win the rivalry game this year for the 2nd year in a row. And go to 2-0. The Lions 0-2, but a hard-fought 0-2 tonight. They played pretty well. Did a lot of good things in this game. And Adams will take one more snap, and he'll take a knee, and that'll do it. The clock will not stop. They will not have to run another play. The teams start to line up. And under the most unusual situation in the history of this 65-game rivalry, with new names in a stadium that should have been packed, but for obvious reasons could not be. Still had a good crowd tonight. But in the most unusual battle ever between the Red Raiders and the Lions, it's Legacy 40 and Tyler High 28 as they line up to shake hands. We'll keep it here as Manny tracks down the head coach. And so the Red Raiders go to 2-0 on the season. And the Lions go to 0-2. But again, Kevin, they got a lot of good things to build on. This was not the route that some thought it might be.
No, and count me in that number. I thought Legacy was going to come out and run the football similar to the way they did last week. That was not the case tonight. A lot of credit to Coach Holmes and his staff and his players who came out and fought hard.
So as Coach Willis goes across the field to shake hands with everybody and congratulate Manny's about to catch up with him. And let's hear from the head coach with Manny Almanza. Manny?
All right, Coach Willis, congratulations on the win tonight. Your first experience in the Tyler rivalry. First, give us your thoughts about that, your first experience with this.
Well, I mean, it's a great atmosphere tonight, you know. I mean, even with the limitation on attendance tonight, I thought we had a great crowd, you know, a spirited deal, both bands going tonight. So really fun atmosphere, you know, for our kids to play in.
Well, certainly your team showed up in the second half. They turned the game over when they were able to get touchdowns after turnovers, took advantage of a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, first half we didn't take advantage of those opportunities. We weren't very opportunistic, and we did some very uncharacteristic things for our guys and made some little mistakes. But second half got a lot of those things cleaned up, and, of course, that turned things around for us offensively.
it seemed like when you came out of the blocks in the second half, your attitude of physicality was a lot more than it was in the first half.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing because in the first half, I didn't feel like that we took the physical battle to them. I thought they were getting after us pretty good. In the second half, I thought our kids came out and really played our style of football, which is to be physical at the line of scrimmage.
Mix it up very well between the run and pass tonight, but you got your running game going late in the contest. That really helped seal the deal.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, when you got two running backs like that, you just got to continue to feed them the ball. And, you know, defenses are going to get tired after a while, and our offensive line starts leaning on them a little bit, and we popped a couple of big runs.
Well, congratulations, Coach. A great win tonight. You got the challenge you needed. Now you take it over to Longview next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Another big one on the horizon.
Coach, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Manny, we'll let you grab a couple of players. This is coming up, the Citizens First Bank postgame show. And again, Bill and Kevin here in the American State Bank broadcast booth as the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders defeat the Tyler High Lions 40-28. First half belonged to Tyler High. Second half, clearly with those 4 turnovers, turned the tide for Legacy.
Yeah, tough to overcome 4 turnovers. I don't care how good you are, and you're certainly not going to do against a good football team. And so you like the fact, again, that Tyler High came out and competed at the level they did. I didn't expect that. I thought this game probably wouldn't be close, but a good job by Tyler High, and give the Red Raiders credit. They came out in the second half and played well.
40-28, Legacy over Tyler High. The Citizens First Bank postgame show coming up next after this 3-minute